So I am here with Lee Perreira, and he is a well-known musician here in the Valley in Arizona. Very talented. You may have seen him at various gigs or charity events, but he is a philanthropist as well, and he is doing something called 16 marathons in 16 days. Lee, where are you at, first of all, right now? And this is day 3, right?
Yeah, day three, already ran 2 marathons. Day one was a marathon in Phoenix. Day two was a marathon yesterday in Flagstaff. And now day three, we're here in beautiful Chandler, Arizona. I started at Hunt Highway. I'm just going to be running up and down Arizona Avenue today. I just passed Pecos Road about 6 miles into it. So
You're incredible. So a lot of people may have been following you when you did this last year. This is
yeah.
your second year. Tell me about the idea behind 16 marathons in 16 days, because this is for charity.
Yeah, so I mean, something like this is a culmination of a lot of things that have come together. My life changed several years ago when some good friends they put their mother into an Alzheimer dementia home, and they used to bring her out to my gigs all the time. And without even thinking about it, I just said I'll bring the show to her. And over 2 years ago, I started just visiting Sunshine Village, it's a memory unit, and playing for those people there, including my friend's mom, Jenny, and it changed my life. One of the things that it really did was, no matter what was happening in my day that day, no matter if I got an email I didn't like, or I don't know, just something happened, right? Something's bothering you. When I would walk into that door, it'd all go away. I made sure that I was presenting my best self. And it made me realize, like, why am I not trying to do that everywhere I go? And so that kind of led into this journey, and I started working with them. I started working with Arizona Cancer Foundation for Children. I started working with Chrysalis, driving out domestic violence. And all these are like close to my heart. My Aunt Jan lost her son to cancer. My mom dealt with abuse. I saw that growing up. My grandfather died from dementia. That's why my heart went out to my friends who had to put their mother in a home. And to tie in the fourth foundation, the Ellen Fund, I liken it like this: like if you want an amazing vegan organic meal, there's a place called Chocolate Street in Sedona, Arizona, right? If you want, whatever it is, you want great live music, you can go to Cashmere's Whiskey and Wine Bar in Scottsdale. If you want inspiration, if you want joy, you can tune into Ellen. And I really, coming from like a dark background and stuff that I went through growing up, she connected with me. And so, I'm running for those 4 charities, and it's really changed my life.
You're incredible, and you also started a charity of your own as well, a
Yeah.
nonprofit.
So last year, it was this crazy idea to run 16 marathons in 16 days. I ran from my front doorstep in South Phoenix to Ellen DeGeneres' front doorstep at Burbank Studio, or Warner Brothers Studios in Burbank. The idea is to try to get her attention and have her share it, and we could touch millions of people's lives. And so I did that. I raised money through GoFundMe, and again, it changed my life. And so back in October of last year, I filed my paperwork, and 16 by 16 Inc. is an official 501c3 charity. And now this year, when people make donations, it's a tax write-off.
Yes, so we need people to support the charities, to support yours, to get Ellen's attention, because not everybody can run 16 marathons in 16 days. And you told me that you're not a marathon runner, except when it comes to this, right?
Yeah, so typically I train, I run like 4 to 5 miles, 4 to 5 times a week. I do it for clarity of mind. And, the first marathon I ever ran, unfortunately, I had a felony DUI 7 years ago, and not much to do in prison. And so to keep my mind on something, I started training for a marathon. And I ran my first marathon there. And while I was in there, I had this idea to run the rock and roll marathon and then perform music afterwards on the main stage. I accomplished that. And then when I broke down this thing of running to California, I was trying to figure out how many miles to do and it literally broke down to a marathon a day for 16 days straight. And so that's where the idea was kind of born from.
And what has people's reaction been to you doing this? Because I know that last year, when you first did it, people were thinking, what in the world? There are so many things you could have done. This is a little crazy. But I think people have really embraced it, right?
Yeah, man. I've had a great response. I mean, there definitely is a reaction of, can this even be done? And you're a little crazy, which I mean, I kind of have to accept that maybe I am.
In a
um,
good way.
in a good way, in a good way. You know, but I mean, I've had a great reaction to it. And for me personally, like 100% of the donations go to the charity. I don't take anything from this. Me and my fiance, who's she's my only support team. She's getting my ice baths ready. She's cooking me food. She's taking care of me. She's listening to me whine. But, it's the mental, physical, spiritual journey I go on. So I learned a lot about myself last year. I'm excited again to do it this year and learn more about myself.
Well, this is day 3. We wish you continued success. And just real quickly, if you could remind people where they can go to donate and all the wonderful hashtags that they should be using as well.
Yeah. So right now you can go to my official 501c3 website. It's www.16x16inc.org. That's 16 by 16 inc.org. There's a green donate button right at the top. You click through there, you donate, you get emailed a receipt for your tax write-off. If you want to follow along live, you go to facebook.com/Lee Perreira. I run a live stream for every marathon so people can follow along. And this year, seeing this beautiful state of Arizona. Yesterday was beautiful running through Flagstaff. And then, I got this hashtag going. I got 5 on it.
I love it.
I know everybody's hurting right now.
Yeah.
Including me and some other people. And so, if you can afford $5, that'd be amazing. But more importantly than that, please share this with 5 people. And when I say that, I mean personally, right? So if you personally message this to 5 people, text this to 5 people, email it to 5 people that you think, would appreciate what I'm doing, I'm helping children with cancer if that's affected you in your life. Elderly people battling with Alzheimer's, dementia. People have gone through domestic abuse. There's a lot of people that need our help right now. And this coronavirus thing is a serious thing. And in no way do I disrespect that, but these kids don't stop having cancer right now. Mm-hmm. These families might need even more of your support now. Maybe some of these families have been laid off. So it's a really important thing right now.
Those are very good points. And so if people see you out and about in the next 13 days, make sure to keep those 6 feet distance apart. Make sure to keep doing that. And also, when this is all over, you're going to probably put on a great concert that we all need to go and support.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Keep up the great work, Lee. Great talking to you.
Thank you, Catherine. I really, really appreciate you.
Yeah, stay well.
I will.